history of college football on full display tonight as we've got drones with a red and white light show to get the black shirt faithful ready to go. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Huskers are marching down the field.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spin.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Snagged in the middle, it's Mitchell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He leaves it with his back. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
To the air on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man on the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On the run, it's Reeder. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
The Huskers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down line. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sampson. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football.
He'll try to take it back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Northwestern hoping to make this red zone opportunity pay off. Lost a throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone, because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Makes the catch. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback's scrambling. The quarterback.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He's got an open man. Made a defender miss. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Husker.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's going to let it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff from the gun. There we go. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The sure hands, it's Mitchell. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Plucks it out of the air. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking downfield very late in the half. Back's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. If it's working, might change it, and that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Wildcats are on the move. The give on the inside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They booted away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for space. It's McGarry. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sampson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
He'll take the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside, and he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Turns it on in midfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0.
3:25.
On the move, it's Camarda. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter.
Ringo. Moves.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down one possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Going right to work up top. Steps away to find some room. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire...
Turning it on! They make the stop if this passing game does some damage and they move the sticks with the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in...
Touchdown, Nebraska! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That is complementary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And they'll try to tack on two. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll set up to throw. He's got it for the two-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field. I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense.
42 Spider. 4, ready.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Huskers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football, I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down, same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down, and if we add points, we add points.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
Cricket.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Here we go.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Eastern Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Eagles fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got it down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Zings it complete to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, baby.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.